Hi, in this lesson, we're going to work towards getting our characters to speak. The first thing you'll need to do is download the Mouths Moho file that's located in the resources this week. Now open it up in the program. I need to point out a couple of very important things about this file. This has a selection of mouths, and you'll be choosing one of them for your character. Once you have that open, zoom in so that you can see this one right here pretty close. Now look over in the layers palette. The mouth we're looking at is number 2 right here. So click on the arrow so that we can open up the folder and view the contents. You can see that there are a lot of layers in there, and if you click through them, then you can view the different mouth shapes. Okay? So what you're seeing is the mouth shape that most resembles the sound for an A or I, and this one is for an O. This would be resembling an E sound. The next is a U sound. This could be a soft E, T, or C sound. Next down here is the L, W or Q, M, B, or P sounds, an F or a V, and this is what's considered a resting mouth, which these vary quite a bit. For most of you, it would be quite a task to be able to take the mouth that you have on your character right now and work with all of these different shapes that you would need. So instead, we're going to borrow. Now let's close this back up for the moment and in fact zoom back out. Right now you've got 7 different choices here. Later on you can decide which one that you like the best. You can browse through them just like I showed you. I'll show you the process to use in order to get one of these mouths onto your character, and then you can decide which one you'll pick. So follow along with me now. We don't really need this open. You can close the Mouths project file and start with a new blank file. You'll import your rigged character into the blank file. File, Import Moho Object, and locate your character that's already rigged with bones. Now this one shouldn't have any animation in it. This should be the original file that you've been preserving, but if for some reason you do have some animation in here, then you can just go up to Animation, Clear Animation from Document. Now you'll need to delete the layer with your character's mouth, and you might want to zoom in a little bit there. So open up the folder for your cartoon character and find the subfolder for the head. You'll want to click on the mouth layer, and you should just have the mouth on that one layer, and then click on the trash can to delete it. Next, go over to File, Import Moho Object, and then you'll need to locate that mouth Moho file again and click Open. So there are all these choices, and this is kind of a demo, but you should be following along. I'm going to choose mouth 3 here and click OK. Now this mouth that you just imported will not magically appear exactly where it's supposed to on your character. All right, you're going to have to hunt it down. So you can see that it's up here right now. I'll need to go over to Transform Layer, click on that, move the mouth closer, zoom in. I'll have to resize it, get it positioned and sized to approximately what you think is a good size and placement. But you will need to check every mouth shape to make sure that they're all going to fit within the face. So you'll need to go over here into the Layers palette, and you're going to have to click on the arrow next to the 3/4 mouth, whichever one you chose. and then you'll have to click through them and observe what you see and make sure that they fit. Make sure that there aren't any that are like hanging below the chin, for example. And these here fit really pretty well. Okay. And so once you've checked them all, and if you see that everything fits fine, you can go back up here and close up that folder. If it seemed like maybe you needed to resize it a little bit smaller, or maybe move it up or down, side to side, whatever you needed to do, then you can make those adjustments still using transform layer. One thing that you should avoid doing, I'll open this up again. You really shouldn't do any resizing individually here. With these preset mouths, they're set up pretty much so that they should all fit together fine, sized as they are, okay? They're placed together in there pretty well, pretty accurately, okay? So if you need to do any kind of resizing, it should be up here on that top level of the folder for all of the mouths. The next thing you need to do is click on that top bone folder for your character, and then go into Tools and click on Manipulate Bones, and click on the head bone. And you'll see that the new mouth that you just brought in is not attached yet. Let's attach that. In the Layers palette, go down here and select the 3/4 mouth folder. Look over here in Tools. In the section with Bone, you'll click on this icon for Bind Layer. And then you'll go over here and you'll click on this bone for the neck and the head. You should see that it gets a very dark red. Back over to Layers, click again at the top bone folder for your cartoon character, and then test it. Click on Manipulate Bones, and it should be attached now. Now, if you want to go ahead and try out some of the different mouths, no problem. All you need to do is just go over here and click on that mouth and delete it, and then you can import another one or try a few of them. Remember that each time you do that, you'll need to do that same process of attaching using the bind layer. Go ahead and get this far along, choosing the mouth that you plan to use for your character. Next, we'll be working on the eyes. I'll pause now and continue in the next video.